what I was like, what happened, what I'm like now, and what I see looking ahead. I had gotten out of the Army, and I was married, and I had a big house, and I had a car, and a sports car I was working on, and a dog, and I wore a tie to work for upper level intelligence. I worked in a military installation, contacted the White House, the Pentagon, Special Forces, all that, other militaries, whatever. And I come home one day, and my wife was still at work, and I hopped on the computer, just barely kicked my shoes off, and the phone rang, and it let me know my brother had killed himself. And I went down and handled that, and as it turned out, he had a couple of roommates, about 3 of them I want to say, and after he died in his bed, he shot himself. He sat there for like 4 days before they checked on him. He said the whole house stunk. They couldn't figure out what it was. They thought it was the garbage disposal or something. And then I'm going through his phone and his emails and everything and talking to people, and he get stuff from Amazon. He got like a movie and a video game and a CD and a couple emails and messages from friends that didn't know yet he was gone. And I think all the things that we had, he and I, back then, don't matter for shit. All the money, and he was going to school, and none of it matters. And last time I saw him, I told him he needed to toughen up. He needed to stop feeling sorry for himself and be a man. I guess, well, whatever. But here we both were, he and I, focused on all the wrong things. And it's caused us nothing but more suffering. And I think that suffering is a part of life. But I think we have a lot of say in the value of it. Like we can waste the suffering that we endure, or we can become more enlightened and have bigger hearts and whatever. So that really disillusioned me to the materialistic system and the success-driven way of life. So nowadays I kind of like give up most possessions. I don't like a lot of like TV, fast food, most of these modern mind-numbing drugs. Most modern culture are just not really for me anymore. Instead, I see myself in a group, an environment of people that, like me, have abandoned all of what this current system is and are embracing something more fundamental. So I see the way forward as kind of like a way backward. I think that we need to go back in time, like 100 and 150 years, and we need to start little communities all over the world that abandon usury and abandon radio. And I'd prefer them to be like Lutheran-based or Quaker-type religions. But hey, anything that is willing to give up the corruption and the perversion and the decay and the filth that is our modern world. And I'm not saying go back to cavemen and reinvent the wheel. We have a lot of technologies that aren't based off of radio computer design. And we have a lot of love to give. We can meet up at fairs and market gardens and church assemblies, and we can meet up at the town hall and we can discuss things like men always have in group. It can be a men's club, it can be a founders meeting, it can be the church social society, it can be a private underground tavern where the elders meet on once a month or every week or something. But fuck FaceTime, fuck the internet, fuck social media, fuck likes and reposts, fuck sitting on your ass and staring at the boob tube, fuck always being connected. We need a town where we can go out and just be ourselves, work a field, fall trees, gather resources, tend to the animals, and then as we find our time, we devote it to our spiritual beliefs and our community beliefs. All of the flashy, sin-filled, materialistic garbage of this world is gonna always leave people empty. And so we need to fill it with ourselves. And we need to do it before it's too late. I lost what I thought to be the most important, and it opened the door for a future brighter and more free than any I could ever have imagined. I had to suffer to know that this system feeds on the suffering. I had to be disposable and discarded before I realized my worth in this system. So I'm appealing to anyone out there that is familiar with suffering, that is conscientious of it, and the suffering in this system that it feeds on, and wants to start a path outside of this, before all these layers and layers of greed and comfort and dependency and weakness. I want to appeal to people like me out there that are hurt, that are sad, that want to wash their hands of this, but aren't done living, aren't done loving. I was one way, stuff happened, I see things a different way now, and I'm telling you, what the future holds is, if you want to knock it down into two paths, you can follow this system until it collapses, and it will suck everyone attached to it dry. Or you can step back, join other dissenters, join other fundamentalists, join more of the orthodoxy crowd, and start creating a new society, one that will sustain the remainder after this evil thing fails. It's not going to produce itself. It needs hard, good, honest men. Stop complaining. Stop feeling sorry. Stop trying to revive the dead. The future's what we make it. We need to get together and start making it.